Hey there, I wanted to come on and tell you a story. Sometime when I talk about human design, people glaze over or think it's a little woo woo. So here's my story. We're all going out to dinner, and we get to dinner, and you see these steps, and they're so cool looking. And so you decide you're going to go down the steps and enter the restaurant at the bottom. So you start going down the steps and they start kind of not being very stable. And then you realize they're kind of washed out. So you have to slide your way to the bottom of the steps. And as you get to the bottom, you look to the left and there is this amazing view of the sunset. You take your phone out, you're taking pictures, you are just filled with awe. You turn and you go into the restaurant and the staff is looking at you like, we don't use this entrance, the steps washed out. And you're like, yeah, I noticed that. But you have this amazing inspiration from the sunset you just saw. Or maybe you get to the restaurant and you park and you go in and you're a little early and the staff's there setting up and you just start chatting with them about how much you love the restaurant. And they're like, oh my gosh, you got to see this. And do you want to meet the chef? And so you are talking and you're making all these connections and you end up exchanging phone numbers. And it's just this amazing time that you didn't realize that you're going to connect with these people and there's friendships that are going to bud out of this. And you're filled with warmth as you sit down to enjoy your meal. Or maybe you get to the restaurant and you pull up and there's this person you have not seen in so long, this old friend, and they're in the parking lot and you greet each other and you can sense that this friend's really kind of bummed out and you ask what's going on and they have just hit this hurdle. And you had hit a similar hurdle earlier in life and you share a little bit about your experience and they're like, oh my gosh, that really helps put it in perspective. Thank you so much. And you go to dinner and you're just so thrilled to have connected with this old friend and be able to share part of your experience. Or maybe you get there early purposely and you take in a book that you have been just wanting to dive into about this new subject that you're really into, and you have extra time to sit and just read this book. You know this information is going to be so applicable in your life and you can share it with other people, and you're really grateful for this time to dive into this book. Or maybe you get there and you're a closeted pianist and you walk in and your cousin's there and he starts telling people about what an amazing piano player you are. And it just so happens that the piano player at the restaurant is retiring. And they ask you to play and you're not sure because you have a little bit of doubt, but there is this bubbling up and you realize when you start playing how excited you are, and they end up asking you if you will be a pianist. And you cannot believe that here you are going out to dinner and you just landed a job playing the piano at a restaurant that you love, and you're mesmerized by the synchronicity of it all, and you're so thankful for your cousin for asking you to play. Or maybe you get there and you're just really comfortable. You're just walking around and looking at things and seeing how things are laid out, and you choose the seat with the best view, and you're watching all these things happen. You're watching the person show the pictures of the sunsets and the person talk about the old friend, and you see your friend who's a piano player so excited. And so you're just there, you pick the perfect meal, and you just enjoy all that is unraveling. So this is human design. How do you get to the table? This shows you your best way. Now, any of these people could have chosen a different way to get to the table, sure, but would they have missed an experience that was really for them? So if you like this, comment below. If you have questions, go ahead and send them over. If you want to find out your way to get to the table, so to speak, you can run your chart on my website, journeytolove.info. Talk soon.